Hey everyone, I'm back with a bunch of cards that just arrived from PSA. These cards are part of the 1980s and 1990s holiday special that they were throwing last month. Unfortunately, I think I did handled this submission. I did everything wrong, the way you're not supposed to do things. I learned about it less than 24 hours before the special was set to expire. As such, I was kind of frantically going through cards in the span of an evening, pulling out ones that I thought I could send in. So I was kind of ill prepared for it. These are also cards that come from my childhood that I was collecting pretty much between 1985 and 1992 or 1993. So these are a childhood collection from a 5-year-old through 13-year-old. You know, younger version of myself. So hopefully I took decent care of my cards. My lighting was bad when I was kind of going over these. So I wasn't doing pre-grading or doing anything that a responsible person should do. I just kind of saw this as an opportunity to send in a bunch of childhood cards. We'll see how they did. This is a blind reveal. So we'll just see what. We'll start into it because there's a lot of them. The first is a 1993 Derek Jeter. I had a couple of these. I took the one that I thought was the best one and sent that one in for submission. There's a lot of reflection with this, but let's see how it did. And it got a 7. That's really not good. So that's not too happy with that one. Let's go to the next. And I'm not going to spend too much time on each of these, but we'll see how they each did. Next is a 1990 score, Frank Thomas. This is I think you guys are all probably familiar with most of these cards, so I don't know that they really need much discussion, but we'll see how they each did. And this one got a 10 out of 10. Wow, that's not bad for I was 10 years old when I opened this, so that's really good. Next is this is a 1990 Topps Griffey. I don't know if there was a difference in the scar on his arm. I saw something about that, but I wasn't really sure. This one doesn't look like it's too bloody and gruesome, but I thought there was something about that. Let's see how it did. That one got an 8, so not doing so well so far, but we'll just keep going. Next is a 1989 Rookies. I think this actually was 1990. Yeah, this came out in 1990. It was inserted, I believe, in the rack packs with the 1990 Topps. That one gets an 8. So we're not doing too well. This was probably not a good idea. But anyway, it's fun. It was fun to go through them and send them in. Next is Sammy Sosa. I believe this is 1990. Is it 90 or 89? 1990 Bowman. Sammy Sosa rookie. He gets a 9. Next is a 1989 Upper Deck Randy Johnson rookie. I really didn't open up too much 1989 Upper Deck when I was a kid. This was the one decent card, I think, in all of my pulls from, I think I probably opened like 3 or 4 packs total. But let's see what it got. Gem Mint 10. Wow, okay. So we got 2 Gem Mint 10 so far. Next, we're going to go through about 4 cards from the 1989 Topps traded set. First is the Deion Sanders card, and that one gets a 8. Okay. Next up is the Nolan Ryan from that same set. And these are all one-offs because they're all from, I think, the same set. That one gets a 9. Randy Johnson gets, a lot of these, they looked good. They looked mint. Their centering looked good, but we'll see what this one gets. He gets a 9 as well. So we're not doing too good with the 1989 Topps traded set. I think all their corners look good. Centering look good. Here's the Griffey Jr. He gets a 8. Okay. And next, you know what? I said these were all from my childhood. I lied. There's a few in here that I stuck in that I forgot about. I've got some Topps Tiffany cards as well mixed in. The Tiffany ones are not from my childhood. I just pulled them out of like dollar boxes. Here's Harold Baines for Tiffany from 1989. Gets an 8. I'm not sure on these Tiffany's. They all looked really good, but so far, if my other grades are any indication of how we're doing. So we got the Kirk Gibson Topps Tiffany 1987 Topps, and he gets an 8 as well. So we're getting a lot of 8s. Now we're going to 1986 Topps Traded, Jose Canseco. I think I traded for this card. I'd never owned that set, but I've got this one and another one from that set, and he gets a 9. And I'm not really going over all the centering issues and whatnot because there's a lot of cards and kind of are what they are. You can sort of see and tell for yourself. They look to me to have pretty good centering on most of these. But here's the Bo Jackson from that same set, and he gets a 8.5. Wow, mid-grade. That's kind of interesting. Oh, and here's another card that did not come from my childhood, but this one I kind of sent in because I kind of was, it looked perfect to me, and it was one that I actually pulled out of the bins at the Goodwill outlet, and it was just sitting on its own. It looked perfect, and I was, kind of wanted to send it in just to see if I could surprise myself with a 10 straight out of that. It's a Cal Ripken Jr. Leaf 1986, and I've always liked Cal Ripken Jr., so this was kind of a gamble. We'll see how it did. It gets an 8. It looked pretty perfect. I think what gets it now in looking at it is the left-right centering. So we're getting a lot of 8s here. This is not the best submission, but we'll see. Back to Topps Tiffany. Here's the Alan Trammell 1985 Topps Tiffany. Looks to be pretty dead center to me, and he gets a 9. More Topps Tiffany. Here's Dwight Gooden. Centering looks good on that one too. He gets a 7. Wow, okay. Actually, centering on that, come to think of it, left-right is a little off. Next is Kirk Gibson from that same set. He gets a 9. Lou Whitaker from that same set, and he gets Gem Mint 10. Okay, so we're up to 3 Gem Mint 10s so far. Next is Ryan Sandberg from that same set, Topps Tiffany, and he gets a 9. Next we go with Andre Dawson from the same set, Topps Tiffany 85, and he gets a 9. George Brett from Topps Tiffany, Gem Mint 10 on George Brett. So that one's pretty good. Next I have, this one's back to my childhood collection. We've got the 1985 Topps Alan Trammell. Alan Trammell's one of my favorite players, so hopefully we'll see how he did. He gets a 9. Then we've got the 1985 Fleer Don Mattingly, so this is a second-year card. This one looked really good to me in all respects, and he got a Gem Mint 10, so that's perfect. Next is a 1983 traded Tom Seaver. Looked to be just a perfect card all around. He gets a Gem Mint 10 as well. That one I'm probably going to sell. Not the biggest Tom Seaver fan, but now we're getting into 1982 Topps, and I sent in a couple different Rickey Hendersons that just looked pretty perfect. I'm hoping one of them got a 10. We'll see. Got an 8 on one. And then this next one, we'll see how that one did. Got an 8. Both of them got 8s. Okay, those are kind of a letdown, because those ones looked really good, which doesn't bode well for the 82 Ryan. That one's another card. Looks perfect to me, but he gets a 9. Yeah, it's okay. Here's the Harold Baines from my childhood collection. Rookie 1981 Topps. Not sure what, I'm guessing this one was probably about an 8, and it gets an 8. Okay, the next few cards are from a 1981 Donruss set that I had from when I was a kid. It's kind of a weird story behind this set of 81 Donruss. When I was a kid, we went to a garage sale, and they had a 1981 Donruss set that we purchased. And when I took it home and started going through the cards, they started like cracking apart, like they were something denatured, like the cardboard, so that they were brittle and they were just like falling into pieces in my hands. And I was really upset about it. And my parents took me to a baseball card and coin shop, and we bought another 1981 Donruss set after that experience, and that kind of just sat in my room for years. And I went through and kind of pulled out a bunch of cards from that set that hasn't been touched since the 80s. And I guess we'll see how they did. We'll start with the Tim Raines rookie, which is a nice card. I have no clue how any of these are going to do, but that one just gets a 7. And this may have been, I think it was a hand collated set. Here's Mike Schmidt, and he gets a 9. Hopefully we'll get at least 110 out of it. Pete Rose, and Pete gets an 8. So maybe I shouldn't have pulled them out of that set, but you know what? It's kind of a learning experience. Lou Whitaker, he gets a 9. Brett and Crew, best hitters, Gem at 10. So that's pretty good. Happy with that. I'm always happy with any 10s. But here's Jack Morris, and he gets an 8. And here's the Trammell. He gets a 5. Wow. Don't know what I was missing with that. So that's the worst card so far. And here's Ricky Henderson. And Ricky Henderson gets a 9. Okay. So that's it for the baseball. Move these. Actually, we'll just keep going. We'll do basketball next. This is starting with 1991 Hoops Jordan. I tried to send in a bunch of Jordans. I think this was like a McDonald's thing where they were a promotional item. He gets an 8. 1991 Hoops McDonald's. It's not the best grade. I think they grade Jordans pretty harshly, but I also was not the best. I didn't scrutinize these very closely, so kind of get what I deserve with this pile of cards. Here's Jordan. I think this is, I want to say 91 Hoops. Yeah, 91 Hoops, and he gets an 8. Another Jordan. This is from 1990 Fleer. All of these cards look really good, so we'll see how they do. He gets an 8. Wondering if I can get higher than an 8 on a Jordan. Here's 1990 Hoops, and he gets an 8. Then I had a pile of David Robinsons from 1989 Hoops. I think it's 89, right? Yeah, 89. These are all the same card. I may just go without putting the top thing on them. Just reveal them one by one. First one's a 9. Second one, wow, was a 6. Next one is an 8. Another 8. I thought these look like 10s, so oh well. Here's another 9. And then we're done with the Robinsons and on to Jordan from 1989 Hoops. Again, that card looks good. I'm hoping for something good, but he gets a 9. Now we're going into the 1988 Fleers. Now, these were kind of in a duplicates box. I think something happened to my original set of Fleer. I could not find it at my parents' house. Maybe it's still there, but these are kind of my leftovers. So we'll see how some of these did. Starting with the Charles Barkley All-Star card. Left-right centering looks a little off. That one gets a 7. The Akeem Olajuwon All-Star. Not sure how that one did. That one got a 9. Here's the Jordan All-Star, and he gets a 8. I'm trying to go through these kind of fast so that the video is not too long, but just kind of going through them. These aren't as fun as the vintage cards. They're 80s stuff, but they're still fun. John Stockton from that set. This is his rookie. Only gets an 8. Here's the Reggie Miller rookie from that same set. He gets a 9. Isaiah Thomas, and he gets an 8. Next, we've got Vinnie Johnson. And Vinnie Johnson gets an 8 as well, so I'm not doing too well with these. Here's the Scottie Pippen rookie from that set, which is the last one of the 88 Fleers. This one has some left-right centering issues, I can see. He gets a 7. It's not the best on those. Next is the 1981 Topps Vinnie Johnson rookie. That one looks pretty good. It gets a 9. And then we've got Bill Laimbeer from that same set. Let's see how he does. And he gets an 8. So we're getting a lot of 8s here, which is kind of to be expected with a childhood set or collection. Next we get into hockey. I think this was like 91. This was given out at McDonald's, promo of Wayne Gretzky, Upper Deck, and it is 91. It gets an 8. Here's the Dominic Hasek rookie from 91 Upper Deck. Gets an 8. '88 Topps Wayne Gretzky with the jersey. This is when I remember opening this one. I was really excited when I opened it as a kid. It gets an 8 as well. So I believe it's 86 Topps Ray Bork. Looks pretty good. And that one gets an 8 as well. So more 8s. This one I'm hoping got a better grade. Here's the Cam Neely rookie from 1984 O-Pee-Chee. And it gets an 8 as well. Kind of a theme here of 8s. Here's Wayne Gretzky. This is 1983 O-Pee-Chee. This is the goal leader card. And that one gets an 8 as well. Wonder if this grader just likes 8s. Here's Wayne Gretzky from that same set. This is the Art Ross trophy card. And he gets a 6. Wow, okay. And this was 1982 O-Pee-Chee, Ron Francis rookie. This looks to be a pretty good card to me. Gets an 8. I almost feel like this grader just got tired and just decided to make everything 8s at this point. Here's the Mike Bossy, and he gets a 5. Wow, only a 5 on that one. Oh. Don't know why. It's probably a surface issue. 1981 Topps Dino Ciccarelli rookie. This is 1 of 2. He gets a 7. Wow. Here's the second one, and it gets an 8, which the centering is actually better on the 7 than the 8 on that one. And then we've got the Peter Stastny rookie from that same set. And and it gets a 9. Decent. And then lastly, got a couple like football ones. Here's Santa Claus from that pro set. He gets a 9. And this is a Boomer Esiason rookie from 1986. And that gets a 7. And last card is Bo Jackson. And he gets an 8. So that's it for the submission. Kind of wanted to run through this pretty fast as I've got to get back to work, but those were the cards. I definitely learned to be a little bit more careful with what I send in the future. We did get a number of 10s, which are nice. We got the 1981 Donruss best hitters with Crew and Brett, the Tom Seaver 1983 tops traded, Don Mattingly Fleer, the George Brett Tiffany 1985 tops, Lou Whitaker Tiffany 1985 tops, Randy Johnson 1989 upper deck, and the Frank Thomas 1990 score. So those were our 10s and a lot of 9s and a lot of 8s. But anyway, that's it for the submission. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll catch you on the next one.